What message can you bring to the government of Spain, and how can we better work with them to encourage the public to support this effort?
First, may I just say it's a privilege to be before Senator Cardin as well. But, Madam Chair, you mentioned Spain's commitment to Afghanistan earlier. They've been there since 2002. They lead a provisional reconstruction team. They co-lead a forward support base in Herat. They recently committed 220 additional troops, and they did that in the face of public poll data that shows that only 26% of the populace of Spain supports the effort. I think there is a message in that from the government that there is a desire to stand firm and to support our efforts in Afghanistan, to support the NATO-led efforts in Afghanistan. But I do think that there's also an important responsibility to try to explain to the public in Spain the importance of this mission and the importance both to Spain and to the United States, to NATO, to the alliance, and to the world. I think that I will devote attention, if I become the ambassador, to making part of my public diplomacy efforts an effort to explain why we're there and why it's so important for Spain to stay the course. And I also would encourage the government of Spain to take a more preemptive position in terms of explaining this to their public, because clearly without the public support in their country, they're not going to stand as tall with us as we need them to. And there will come a time when we will need more support from them.
Mr. Solomont, as Spain takes over the presidency of the EU, one of the issues, obviously, that it will continue to deal with is the situation in the Balkans. And Spain has not recognized Kosovo as an independent state. It's made a, I think, sort of surprising announcement that it intends to withdraw its troops from NATO's peacekeeping mission there. So I wonder if you could give us your assessment of what Spain's position on Kosovo might continue to be, and how that might affect their the presidency of the EU, and whether that will produce disagreements among other European states.
Thank you for raising that, Madam Chair. And I think that their decision, precipitous decision to withdraw their 615 troops from the NATO forces in Kosovo were done without consultation with the United States or with NATO. And the fact is that Spain does not recognize independent Kosovo, despite the fact that I think 67 nations have. I think that that policy, which is based on their own domestic concerns, is of non-recognition, is their policy. But if I am confirmed as ambassador, my goal would be, first of all, to impress upon the Spanish government the importance of close cooperation and consultation in matters such as this with their allies, with the United States, and with NATO. No surprises is probably a good principle for international diplomacy. I also think that that Spain should be encouraged to move on from this and not to create any additional. One of our concerns, I think, is that they have not been shy about their position. And my primary role as ambassador, if I'm confirmed, will be to strengthen the partnership between our government and the Spanish government, and to find ways where they can be more supportive. And that is a challenge, but really there's a lot of upside and a lot of opportunity to do this. This is a good example where I can explain to the Spanish government that a stronger partnership is a two-way street, and that making decisions like this, particularly without consultation, is unacceptable. Now, Vice President Biden said to President Zapatero following this that our relationship is larger than this disagreement, and I think we would all agree on that. But it's clearly a concern, and I appreciate your raising it.